My name is Alan Wise. I'm the Executive Director of Central Neighborhoods Development Corporation. What we do with within the community is to partner with schools. We consider schools hubs of development in the area. Within the past 5 years, we've had excellent partnerships developed with the 5 schools in the area. The lead school for us in this area has been Hugh John Macdonald. And we've been very lucky that the principal is an individual who understands community economic development and wants to be a part of it. And he understands the importance of holistic development, not just in education, but in housing, in area development, in curb appeal, and in employment. Examples of some of the partnerships that we have developed with the school are the bike shop program, the jazz program with the University of Manitoba, the community garden program, and the mural program, all of which have been extremely successful. Our agency has been lucky enough to partner with the school and to fund some of the program under our small grants project. Not only we funded a portion of these ventures, we also took part in it. By we, I mean the community. Our board is a community board made up of people who live, work, and play in this area. And I think the success of Hugh John Macdonald School in all these programs is a testament to what can be done when everybody in the community gets together and works together.
My name is Kathy Collins. I live in this neighborhood. I have for 28 years, and I'm also a trustee from Winnipeg School Division. Well, the school really reflects the changes in this neighborhood. This area of the city doesn't have a formal name, but it actually is an area that historically has welcomed immigrants right through its history. It more or less dates from the first days of the city of Winnipeg. I've done historical research on it, and every time there's a new group that needs to come to Canada, generally they come as refugees. I live very near Earcom House, a little ways from here, and I see waves of people coming. There was Kurdish ones for a while, and there can be immigrants from Africa. And then there's also, I don't call them immigrants, but there are people coming from northern Manitoba because they have to come down for their education and economic reasons from the north. And so everybody is mixing in this neighborhood, meeting each other and learning to live with each other. And I think that's, the school is certainly, by having all these programs, they're an instigator of a lot of the mixing.
We did the mural as a whole school to basically just incorporate all the different cultures into our school and to make it look really nice.
I participated in most of the murals, all of them. We did a bunch inside that I did too. This one I did majority of, there was a couple students that helped me with it, and also Annie and Ursula. We taught them a bit about what we were putting up. So some of them taught us about their culture, and I taught them about the 7 teachings. And they actually didn't really know about it. So it was very tricky to teach them about it. It actually meant a lot to me because they're putting up something that's part of my culture. When I look up to the mural, that's something that's part of me and something that I did too.
My name is Raymond Jimas Bengarbui, and we are at Hugh John Macdonald School, exactly at the Peaceful Village Garden. Peaceful Village Garden is a small school community garden which started in 2009. Hugh John Macdonald School is not only an intercultural school, but it's also a hub of community development within this neighborhood. And so having this community garden is a way of getting both students, parents, and community members together for cooking, for healthy living, growing vegetables, and everything that goes toward betterment.
So my name is Warren Deploy, and I work at Hugh John Macdonald School. I'm a teacher, and we're in the school's bike shop. we're in a partnership with Oscar Lathan Collegiate in Opaskwayak Cree Nation, which is a reserve that's right outside the Paw, Manitoba. And most of the students there are Aboriginal, of course. We have a partnership with them where their students come and visit us, and our students from this area go and visit them. And we've had several of those trips already. And the students from our school here, we have a lot of Aboriginal students living here in our community here in Winnipeg. And we also have a lot of newcomers and newly settled Canadians, and those people might not have a lot of opportunity to go outside the city and to experience land-based learning. And so this has been a good opportunity for them to see that there's students outside the city that are in many ways very similar to them. And it's a way to build bridges between communities, and that's one of the focuses of our school, is to have students see that they are very similar even though they come from a different place.
My name is Steve Kirby. I'm the director of the Jazz Studies program at the University of Manitoba. I'm a professor there. And I initiated the Bridge program at Hugh John Macdonald.
And I'm Charlene Deal, and I run the Writers' Festival here in Winnipeg, and I'm very involved in a lot of the jazz activities, including working with Steve on Dig Magazine and being here in that first season of the Bridge program.
I chose the name Bridge program because we wanted to bridge cultures and demographics. Like, for example, I'm from the inner city, but most of my students are from wealthy or well-to-do families. And those kids don't know what the inner city kids like. And so they tend to describe them in glib remark, like, those are really tough kids and they're always this and that and the other. Well, they have no evidence of any of the things that they're talking about. And so I like to bridge that gap. And what happens is when these kids meet each other on the bandstand, they realize, except for a few bucks in the bank, these are the same kids. There's almost no difference. So what we're doing with the jazz technique is teaching all the kids to be sensitive to other kids that are not like them, and teaching them to be tolerant of how they express themselves, and teaching them how to incorporate those other disparate expressions into the way that they speak, which causes them to take that culture back home into their own culture, and then it spreads. And so there's not so much separation.
Hi, my name is Joseph Walker. I'm a former student of Hugh John Macdonald School, and now assistant caretaker here on days at Hugh John Macdonald School. Been a good experience with the staff and the students, and I also run into a few of the former students away from school. So it's a diverse background as compared to when I went to the school here. A lot more cultures involved in the school.
I'm Emilia Tufor, and my background is West Africa, Ghana. Yeah, I'm a caretaker at night and at Hugh John here, and I love my job because of the staff and the kids that we work with here. And the principal here too, he's a really awesome guy working with, and the student, and they have a lot of programs here too.
My name is Vin Hugh, and I'm a principal here at Hugh John Macdonald School. I think the key thing to understand, and we've actually, over the last number of years, 35 years for me, and then 21 years as an educator, and 11 years as a school leader, is to really work on defining and living out that idea of what it means to be Canadians. It's a huge area that is constantly evolving. And for me, I see as multiculturalism as a beginning step that was taken many years ago by our nation to recognize the diversity of people group. But what I'm interested in is what's next and what's the future for us as Canadians and for the Manitobans in Winnipeg and the students and staff here at Hugh John. And so if you notice outside, if you ever come by Hugh John, there is a long play, which is a picture that looks inside the school. And on it, we put the identity of the school, which is we're an intercultural community school. So not only we're a school that is in the community, we are part of the community that is very diverse. And that's why we adopted the theme intercultural, in the sense that it's not enough just to be diverse. What do you do with that diversity? And a big part of our work, whether it's through the bridge music or the garden or the land-based learning through the bike shops or the garden, all these things serve as a way for you to recognize your potential as a human being, realize it, and then also link into your sense of being, of who you are, your sense of identity. And then you're invited to come and be part of the table, and then that way you can then enter into sustained conversation, what it means to be human, to be Winnipeggers, to be Canadians, and in the process you are mutually transformed by that process of engagement and dialogue and conversations. And so for us here, we're constantly evolving, but the idea is for us to be able to grow and to become, realize our potential, we have to have a sense of who we are within the context of the community.